Hello everybody, this is Briggsy here, and I've got quite a treat for you. I've got here with me a Yawhg. Now, this is kind of like a, I'm only going to do like a quick look at, slash maybe a let's play, I don't know, I'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is basically like a, like those old Goosebumps books, like you choose your own adventure. It's kind of like that with some like increasable trait element to it. This has been covered rather extensively on JSmithOTI's channel. So if you want to have like an actual proper professional look at it, go over to his channel. But for now, I will be having a quick play for it because I love the art style of this game. It is amazing and pretty gorgeous in some places, and the music in it as well is really fitting to the game because the game can be quite dark in places. But yes, also to people that have watched my videos before, you'll probably notice that I currently sound like I'm in like a fishbowl or something. It's mainly because if you've watched the vlog that I will probably have put up by now, I'm currently back home, so I don't have my proper recording equipment, so I'm using a headset at the moment, so bear with me on that front. But anyway, let's get this underway. Right, so as you can see, this is up to 4 players, so you can use the controller and you can use the keyboard at the same time. But yeah, at the moment you have to pick at least 2 characters. So we've got this rather blushing blue lady here. We've got the mutton chopping humongo mustache dude. He's quite the burly man. We've also got this red lady over here. A little bit of a vixen, some might say. Yes. And then we've got this dude up here who he's like, I don't know, I just imagine him to be a douche. Don't know why. But yeah, anyway, those are the characters that you play as. I'm probably going to I'm gonna go with these 2 actually. Yes. Right. So this is very kind of story. It's kind of like a story teller type thing. I don't know. I'm losing words at the moment. Words are just not being at my. See, I just can't even form proper sentences. This is what happens when you try and set your timer like 20 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know. Ooh, words. Anyway, this is very story orientated, so I'm gonna get on with it. I'll do my best to put on different voices for each of the parts. So let's go. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives, week by week, unaware. So this is kind of like the main hub screen. So this is where you make all your decisions and kind of form the story. So you've got week 1 here. So there's 6 weeks, and each week, whatever activity you do, it takes up that week. And you use those weeks to build up your skills, which are located here on the side of the screen. So obviously you start off with just 5s across the board and 0 in wealth. So you've got physique, finesse, mind, charm, and magic. Now most of these you can attribute to the certain areas. So like arena, you would assume it would be like physique or finesse. And then, I don't know, like hospital would be mind, and so on and so forth. So depending on how you want to build your character, you go to a certain place. So as you can see, I'm controlling the red lady at the moment, and you've got the forest, arena, alchemy tower, gardens, palace, tavern, hospital, and slums, or as J. Smith calls them, the scums. Now again, I can't stress enough that I love the way this game looks. I'm pretty sure it's all hand-drawn. If you want to know more details about how the game is made, check out J Smith OTI's channel. He actually has an interview with the developers for the game. But yeah, it just looks awesome. I really like the art style for this. If I could draw like this, I'd be a very happy man. But instead I'm just going to play someone else's game. So let's see now. I'm the lady, and I think I want to go to the gardens. Let's go to the gardens. And do I want to landscape or do I want to meditate? I usually meditate because I have I've played this a couple of times beforehand, just because I like this game and I wanted to know at least most of how you do it, although most of the time it's just pressing A or enter. But anyway, landscape. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and you earn yourself 1 OL. One day, on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. You sell the ring or wear it? I've not come across this before, so like, what essentially happens is each time you go into these various places like the forest arena, Alchemy Tower, gardens, palace, town, hospital, slums, you get different outcomes, and sometimes you get various things that rely upon your attributes to make them work. So for example, one of them is there's like patterns on the floor, and if your mind isn't high enough, you don't really think anything of it and you just walk along. You don't get any kind of further story with that. If your mind is high enough, then something will happen. I've never had that happen, but you know, you get the gist of it, I would hope. Anyway, just got a lovely bunny rabbit. I will go with, I don't really find wealth that interesting usually, so I'm going to go with wear the ring. Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange glowing markings appear on the outside of the band. Sounds like the ring from Lord of the Rings. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost, radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. The ring looks good on you. You gain 1 charm. So that right there is essentially something that can come into play later on in the story, providing you pick the right things. So let's get on with the next guy here, Mr. Orange. What do I want him to do? Well, I want this guy to kind of be let's go to the forest. I want him to be kind of an agile hunter. So you go into it, you can chop wood or you can hunt. And as I said, I want him to be kind of like a bit of a dude. So we're gonna go hunting. You spend the week hunting various defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 well. One day you hear a howl nearby, followed by the rustling of leaves. Run for it or stand and fight? Well, considering my physique is only 5 and currently finesse is my highest, but still isn't that high, I'll go with run for it. You drop what you're doing and you run for your life. You hear heavy footsteps running behind you and they seem to be getting closer. Something jumps on top of you and slashes open your back. You black out. When you come to, your whole body feels warm and the gash on your back has disappeared. You lose 3 magic. You gain 3 physique. They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses old, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. So hopefully by now you're getting the gist of it. So you do this each week and you develop your attributes. Usually you can kind of try and go down a certain route, but sometimes it can just be random to you at first. But after a while you begin to get a grasp for it. So she's got 6 physique, 6 finesse, 6 charm. Do you know what? I think Excuse me. I think I will go... Let's go to the palace. Let's attend the ball. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day, you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. Ask for an explanation? Or try and figure out the joke on your own. My mind's only 5 and my charm's 8, so I would hope that my charm will allow him to be nice to me. So let's see if that works out. You approach the jester, asking him what exactly the joke meant. The jester scolds you at length about the dangers of explaining jokes. Something about puppies and them dying when you dissect them. You don't quite understand, but everyone around you starts to laugh. Presumably, the jester has just made another joke at your expense. You feel humiliated and mocked. You lose 1 charm. Well, that sucks. What a douchebag of a jester. So, we're back to Mr. Orange, and physique and finesse is looking pretty good. So, let's go to the arena. I don't want to... Let's compete in a fight. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. Over the course of the week, you notice that you've been slowly growing hair all over your body. You've also noticed yourself getting significantly stronger. You gain pretty physique. Your ability to control the supernatural is fading, however. You lose 3 magic. One day, you feel searing pain course through you as your body contorts against your will. Fur erupts everywhere and your teeth turn jagged and sharp. You can hear the screaming of those around you, but all you can think of is how hungry you are. The next few hours are a blur. You wake up the next day in your bed, naked, and coated in blood. You take a look in the mirror and notice you're completely back to normal now. You feel like whatever all of that was, it's all over your system now. It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook, the air went still. So, as you can see, certain things happen throughout the game, and if you don't have the correct attributes for it, or you've been cursed like I was by a werewolf, you can destroy places. So now I can't go to the arena anymore. So we're back with the Red Lady, and we're in week 3. 6 physique, 7 finesse, 7 charm. Let's go to the tavern. Let's bartend. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm. One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held. Enter, spectate. Now, I've never really been quite sure what this would attribute to. I think I'll spectate. I'm not a big drinker myself, so let's spectate. As you watch from afar, people down pint after pint making complete fools of themselves. You feel a little better about not entering. Gain 1 mind. Not the most exciting one in the world, but still. Right, so Mr. Orange here, he's got 13 physique, which is... I'm hella strong. No magic though, which kind of sucks. And 8 finesse as well. So let's go to the slums. Let's fight some crime. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, you hear cheering coming from an alleyway. Peering in, you see a crowd of men cheering on, dogs violently ripping each other apart. One of the men spots you and asks, Oi, would you like... Oh, sorry. Oi, would you like to participate in our little betting game? Bet on dogs fighting, or try and stop the dog fights? Well, I would hope the fact that I've got 14 physique would mean that I can beat the crap out of these people. Let's go with that. You try to convince the gamblers that dog fighting is wrong. Your words fall on deaf ears. Very quickly, they get quite angry with you. One of them walks up to you and pulls out a knife. You punch him right in the face before he's even able to react. He collapses to the ground, clutching his bloody nose. The rest of the gamblers pack up their things and run away. You stop the town's illegal dogfighting. You feel very good about yourself right now. You gain 1 physique. You gain 1 finesse. You gain 1 mind. You gain 1 charm. You gain 1 magic. It's always a good one. And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos. Screaming. The sound of all we knew being pulled in half. So as you can see down the bottom here, there's a fog starting to roll in, and that's the sign that you're getting closer towards the end. So we are back to Lady Red, and she's got quite a bit of charm now, so I feel like going, I want to go help my fellow man, and I'm going to tend to patients. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, while in the maternity ward, you notice a woman about to give birth. The baby she births is no ordinary baby, however. Its skin is pitch black and shiny, and its eyes glow like an orange flame. It wrestles itself from the doctor's hands and tries to fly away. "Stop that demon!" yells the doctor. Use your strength, use your magic. Well, I'm kind of boned. Neither that good. Let's go with use your strength. You put yourself between the demon and the exit. The baby demon barrels past you and out the door, flying off into the night sky. So, there, I believe if you've got a high enough magic or a high enough strength, then something a lot more interesting like that happens. So you'll notice things like that where nothing really particularly exciting happens, and it usually means that your attributes weren't high enough to get the desired story effect. Alright, so we are with Mr. Orange again, with 15 physique, finesse 10. This guy's pretty strong. So I tell you what, let us go to the forest and chop wood. Actually no, let's go back to hunting, let's kill some more things. You spend the week hunting various defenseless critters. Gain 2 finesse, sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you come across a group of people in the woods. From the expressions on their faces, they appear to be lost. You rob them and help them. Well, you know, I'm trying not to be a scumbag, but I did kill a load of people at the arena, so let's go with rob them. You jump out from behind a tree, brandishing your weapon, demanding they hand over their goods. One of them refuses and charges you with her pitchfork. You disarm her and knock her to the ground. Wow, maybe I'm a scumbag. Everybody quickly hands over their goods and ask that you leave them alone. You gain 3 wealth. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong? Or have we forgotten? So again, getting a little bit closer, there's more fog on it, and the music is, again, a little bit darker. So, yeah, can't express how much I love the music in this game. It's awesome. So we were with her. She's not really excelling in any particular thing. Let's go back to the gardens and let's meditate. You spend the week in deep meditation. Gain 1 magic and 2 mind. Walking past a pond one day, you see a fat little frog sitting on a lily pad. "Please, miss," the frog begs. "I'm not a frog at all, but an enchanted prince. If you could see Yawhg to kissing me, it would break the curse and return me to normal." I don't know why he's a northerner, but hey. You can kiss the frog or catch the frog. My mind is 10 and my charm is 9. But I'm pretty sure this has something to do with magic, I think. I'm not sure. So let's just... Sorry, let's go with kiss the frog. Who wouldn't want to kiss a frog? You bend down and kiss the frog. You feel a curious stirring, like a curse trying to break. Unfortunately, you don't seem to be magical enough to get the job done. The frog thanks you for your efforts and hops off sadly. You wake up the next morning with a bad case of lips warts. Use 1 charm. Well, okay. Lady Red is kind of having a bad time. So, I've got 15 physique, 12 finesse, 7 mind, 6 charm, 1 magic, and 5 wealth. 5 wealth is pretty good, but let's go to the hospital and let's try and make up for the fact that we just robbed a load of people. Let's clean up. You spend the week steeling your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure it is as clean as can be. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and earn 1 wealth. One day, a patient whose voice has been cursed and replaced with piano notes will not stop talking. All the other patients are complaining about his voice is making the hospital even more depressing. The doctors have tried convincing him to stop talking, but to no avail. Try to decipher what he's saying or sing with him. My mind isn't that great, but then again, my charm isn't either. I would assume those are the ones related to it. So let's go with... Go with... Try to decipher what he's saying? You listen to his piano keys but can't quite work out what he's saying. His sound gets progressively sadder and sadder. Ah, balls. The Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost. Right, so this is the last week, and the fog is all around us. Things aren't looking particularly good. And again, the music is just... oh my god! It's pretty intense, actually. So, we are Lady Red again. She's quite smart, actually. So, let's go to the Alchemy Tower. And let's brew a potion. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, while in the tower, one of the alchemists asks you to watch his potion while he's out. Soon after he leaves, the potion begins bubbling out of control. If you don't do something soon, it'll explode. Throw it out the window or drink it. Let's throw it out the window. Toss the potion out the window and watch its contents empty into the town's water supply. Quick thinking. You gain 1 mind. You take off early for the day, hoping nobody finds out. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. And we're back to Mr. Orange, aka Uber Strong. Okay, let's go back to the forest. Actually, is there anywhere I haven't been? No, I've been to everywhere. Yeah, let's go back to the forest and let's chop some wood. You spend a week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, while out in the woods, you spot a 6-legged deer drinking out of the river, glowing a fluorescent pink. This sight fills you with wonder and amazement. You gain 1 mind. As it drinks, you can see another pair of legs growing out of the back. Oh, fair enough. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3-4 days, the tempest puts us through the grinder. Drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. You see the graveyard our home has become our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving? Right, now, so, leading up to this point, all your decisions have kind of accumulated your different attributes. So this is where you see which role you're best suited to try and help rebuild the town. So Lady Red has got 6 physique, 7 finesse, 12 mind, 8 charm, 8 magic, and 3 wealth. So she's pretty damn smart. And with these as well, you can kind of usually associate them with what these tasks are. So the leader you would usually associate with like mind and charm. The builder would be physique, conjurer, magic, doctor, mind, smelter. Usually I think you attribute that to wealth, because then you melt down the money that you have into valuable resources. Smelter, I already said that. Tailor, I think that's finesse. Looter, I don't know, and Sandra, I don't know. But yeah, so let's go with Doctor. You take it upon yourself to help the sick and injured from the Yawhg. You're able to fix up most of your patients in no time at all. This means there are more people to help with rebuilding the town. This helps the survival effort considerably. And we've got good old Mr. Orange here, who is super strong, so let's go with the builder for him. You take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes at breakneck speed and impressing the rest of the survivors. This helps the rebuilding effort so significantly. Let's see how we do. And so, we set about our task, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end, we flourish. Towers, once wrecked and ravaged, rose towards the skies. Trees again took root, then blossomed. We all blossomed. And though it took a long while, and though it took a lot from us, our future is bright. Should the Yawhg ever return, we will be ready. Yay! We got a good ending! We helped restore the town to greatness. So obviously if you don't associate, don't put the people to the right things, then the town doesn't flourish and it all goes down the crap. So anyway, and now you have these little kind of epilogues for each character, and they can be good, they can be bad, and some of them can just be downright depressing. But anyway, so this is for Lady Red. The Yawhg changed you, probably for the better. With the town rebuilt, you decide to retake your role as a doctor in the hospital. There, you make friends with another doctor. The two of you do everything together. You're inseparable. Eventually, you even decide to get an apartment and live with each other. Then your friend gets married and everything changes. Their spouse has to move away to a new town and your friend follows. You try to keep in touch by mail, but the letters start to become less and less frequent. He tries to fraternize with other doctors. While they're all nice people, nothing can compare. Aww. Poor Lady Red. With the town rebuilt, you don your costume once more, eager to fight crime. In an odd twist of events, the Yawhg appears to have brought everyone closer together. You can't seem to find even a trace of criminal activity in the town. You travel to new lands in search of crime that must be punished. So, you become Batman. Awesome. Art and writing by Emily Carroll, program design and writing Damien Summer. Thank you, you two, for an awesome game. Ryan Roth and Helena Heron for music. And then the special thanks. So there you go, that is the Yawhg. It is, I believe it's $10 on their website. I'll post a link down below. I'll post a link to the interview that Jay Smith did with the developers as well. But yeah, again, like I said, I highly recommend you picking up this game. It's pretty cheap for what it is. And again, the amazing art style, the great music, and it's a lot of fun, especially if you do it with multiple people. It's always good to see what people end up doing and the outcomes. And there's so many different outcomes. I mean, I've played this a couple of times myself, as well as watching other people see it. And every time I do, there's always new outcomes that I find. So it's a lot of fun. So yeah, there you go. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I may do another one, purely because I like this game a lot, and my Super Meat Boy series is going to have to be put on hold until the end of the month. Yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. And as always, you have been you, I have been me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!